Today I'm going to be teaching you guys some tips and tricks on how to tandem. Most of you guys should already know that I tandem a lot and have plenty of experience to share. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first and most basic thing is the lead line. In the lead line, you're just going to be running as if you were completely alone. So try not to focus on the follow driver, just hold your line as best you can. For example, here's what I'm thinking throughout this run. First, my entry point. I always try to get sideways just before this sign right here. Next, I try to run mid to inside here. Now I'm focusing on pushing my car out wide to the clipping point by the rumble strip. Now I'm trying to run inside on the rumble strip throughout the rest of the corner. Now push wide to the outer rumble strip. And that basically sums up a lead run. But there is one more thing that you really don't want to do in a lead run. Always make sure your car is about the same speed as everybody else if you're just going for tandems. One thing that always makes your car faster than everybody else's is if you're on race tires. Never ever use race tires for drifting. Always keep to sports or streets. Otherwise this will happen and it's not anywhere close enough to call it a tandem. And in tandem lobbies, don't be that guy that goes for his big entries and never gets them. Now the follow line is tricky. Basically what you're trying to do is mimic the lead driver's line as well as you can. But of course there are boundaries. Of course you have to get as close as possible to the other drivers, but not this close. Taps are fine as long as they don't affect the lead driver's run. And one thing I do myself while in the follow line is I always look just behind the driver's front wheel. The area that's circled is the spot that you want your front end to be on the lead driver almost at all times. And in order to get there, you really got to focus on what the lead driver is doing and make sure not to hit them while continuing to keep your car stable. Once you get all these concepts down, the last thing you need to know is throttle management and braking. If you have really good throttle management, you probably won't have to use your brakes too much. This all depends on what the lead driver does, and for this I actually turned up my opponent volume in the audio settings in Forza so I can really tell what they're doing with their car and use that to my advantage. Basically what this means is you have to get off throttle when they do, and try to get back on throttle before they do. Once you get these concepts down, you'll definitely be ready to hop into tandem lobbies and be comfortable getting on people's doors. That's going to do it for the video, and I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.